All right, welcome back to Mr. Reimer's Uber Cool Graph, where I have my raw data set, I have my process data with some fabulous number crunching, thank you spreadsheet, and then my graph, which now shows not only data points but error bars. I want to do two things with this. I want to, well, three things perhaps. Improve my title, which is useless, label my axes, which is not done, and I also want to put a trend line in there. So first of all, let's do some of this labeling. If I click on my graph, then these handles show up, and I can actually edit straight in this box right here. Now my graph title should be descriptive. Okay, remember this is science, not poetry, so you don't want to have clever puns or allusions. You need to have description. What does this data set show me? Let's see. The change in mass of a length, change in mass of different lengths of wire. Each wire length was masked on a unique balance, reducing variability in the methods. All right, now it automatically adjusts for that, and I'm going to make my graph just a teeny bit bigger so you guys can still see it on there. All right, so that's my descriptive graph. If you have several objects in your report, this is also going to need a figure title. So I'm going to assume this will be figure 1, this will be figure 2. So here, for the sake of completion, I'm going to call this one figure 3. So my graph is now figure 3. I can label those later. Done. Now I need to do my axes. So let's choose this. Here I have chart title, that's done. Let's do axes titles. Click. Primary horizontal. Down here. What do these measurements show me? Whoops. These measurements are the wire length, right? So let's just put that down here. Wire length. So length is what I measured, and then in parentheses, the units that I used. And if I look up here, I see that my wire length is in millimeters, so just mm, and I am done. Okay, done. Click outside the box. Then I want to put axes on my Y over here. So click this again. Axes, this time go to primary vertical, and it does this cool thing of turning the text sideways. This is wire mass, again, measured in grams. Oops. And so let's just check that. I have a title, I have a label here, and units. So what I measured and the units I used to measure. Mass is here. What I measured and the units I used to measure. Millimeters here. And just to double check, this should be my independent variable. So this is what I chose, the wire length. This is the dependent variable. The mass was the result of wire length. So my longer wire had a heavier mass.